bukan laptop.
Oh. Kau tak ada waktu memori kan?
Hah? Apa? Memori card cukup tak? Tadi pun saya pun tanya benda yang sama. Ni memory card ni cukup ke tak? Tadi kita juga tak dah clear kan semua.
Saya tak boleh.
Okay, so saya boleh naik.
Ni doktor, nanti doktor break tu group kita orang ni macam mana? Sebab kita nak masuk group yang ni kan? Yang SSC.
Saya suruh you all form a group and then you all
siapa nak saya?
pergi dah cari group member. Macam tu.
Baik.
So macam itu kita berdiri pun kita jual.
Ya. Dah jual dengan stres tau.
Dia tak kena lapar.
Kira dah boleh dapur.
Dah overdoing it.
Sila tengok gimana ni?
Kan dia tengok macam itu. Kan tak nak
Siapa nak saya?
Wow. Ada dalam video yang bukan introvert.
So introvert. So boleh? Boleh?
Dia dah silap.
Oh, lebih satu.
Dia dah satu. Tak cukup ya.
Oh, tu kat situ. Dia tu bagi anda. Dia buat apa nama? Kita tengok watch the time ni.
Oh, sure.
Itu tak cukup. Kalau lebih tak apa. Okay, ya. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
How are you doing today?
Very good.
Good. Are you excited to explore the brand?
Yes.
Good. That is great. What do you know about the brand? Identity. Differentiate between
Our product and other products.
your product and other products, especially your competitors. Right? Okay. So before we start formally with the session, we would like to have an ice breaking because I'm sure we need to know each other before we can form a good team. Alright? So if all of you can come up here and pick one of these green cards here, one each. Okay, so what I want you to do is write your name on the card and write a tagline or one word or a short tagline, a short sentence to describe you. Okay, just a short tagline to describe you. Finding the best tagline, perhaps?
Yes.
Searching. Any Google, any search. Any Google, any search, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I just seen this 1-1 FYP this morning. Any wants to buy a new car, any search. So it's a good term actually. So you can use that in branding when you want to communicate your brand.
Very catchy.
Yeah, it's very catchy. And that is used by a car dealer. Because apparently Annie went to this car dealer to look for a new car. Okay, so that is how this car dealer communicates its brand to the society. Okay, so next I want you to type your identity. Okay, place it somewhere you want to hold, whichever convenient to you. Okay, and what we will do next is you need to walk around and meet your new friends. Introduce yourself and with the tagline you have, and then after that you will need to state a word or a tagline of a friend that you converse. You understand? Can we give you an example? Atika, I can see your name. Okay. You tell me about yourself. Okay, you tell me about yourself, and then I pick this sticky note and I write about how do I see you? Like for example, you here as bright as the sunshine. So when we converse, I evaluate you, and then I write, okay, for example, sweet.
Okay.
So I tag here.
Okay.
So find friends. I want you not to just limit into one or two because we want to have a great team. So I want you to know each other. Okay? You get me?
Yes.
Alright. Okay, so you can take this one each. Yes, one each.
What's your name? What's your name?
Okay?
Alright, thank you so much.
Starts the conversation and evaluate. You can walk around, don't worry. You can walk around.
Okay. So,
I feel like the connection are because they're very
So yeah, because of favorite So I will reward this for you. So yeah,
very strict.
very straight.
Yeah.
No, so
This is like a cooking.
Put myself in this conversation.
Hi. My name is Okay.
So I feel like I'm very friendly. I'm very friendly.
Shining bright at diamond.
I like to shine more.
my face.
You know that.
I'm actually representing tradition.
Is it great name? What new name? Oh, sorry.
You can give my name.
Yes.
Very cool. Yeah.
So you are
Yes. Quite nice.
So you are extrovert. Your husband
Extrovert.
She's very elegant woman. Makes sense to you. She's very. But you think of us. I mean, she's single. We can we need to try.
Well, I haven't even gone to your
So your, I think yours is you only live one time.
It's you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, welcome to our party.
But I'm curious why you're traveling.
Oh, greetings. You are Fauzi.
Are you sure? I think
Very obvious.
So you are. Oh, you are Najwa. I thought your name is Abdul. Because sometimes when you make this here, also I
Are you shy or?
So your if I can have your attention,
Yes.
I'm sure you already meet your friends here and you have extra tech with you. So I would like you to have a seat. We will proceed with another activity. So wow, this is great. I can see how excited you are meeting new friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we never get them before.
I see.
This is an opportunity for us to go there very early.
Great. Okay. Okay, if a volunteer may come up here. Anyone volunteer first?
I volunteer.
Okay, please. Right. So, Zafira. Yes, Zafira. Introduce yourself and how do you see you? And how others see you based on the type that you get.
So hi everyone, my name is Zafira.
Hi, Zafira.
So I see myself as a person that is more than meets the eye. Because a lot of people that I've met say that my personality is so much different once they got to know me. So yes. And from my interaction today, people see me as elegant and then corporate lady, which is kind of true. And then lastly is truly beyond the eye.
So if you want to conclude about yourself, is it how you see yourself and how others see yourself is similar or there's a slight difference?
I think elegant and corporate lady is more on the outside, like you can see it from. So I guess it is not really more than meets the eye because you have to know more about personality to know what's more than meets the eye, right? And I think my outer appearance is the branding that people more than what is inside. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Thank you. Okay, anyone else who would like to share? Anyone with
I'm bright. Which I am. not the skin color, but I'm very bright. Okay.
You can see it.
Yes, personality. I'm very outspoken.
Yes.
Which I am. And somebody wrote shine bright like a diamond. Which I'm pretty sure this is from the song. But okay. Shine bright like a diamond.
So do you think how they see you reflect the real you?
Yes, actually, yes. So even from the outer part, although I look very serious in my attire, I'm a clinician, but you can still see me as a bright person. Yeah,
Great.
So which means this is really the brand that I'm carrying about myself. Yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone get an opposite response?
I think more or less, yes.
More or less.
I don't know.
I think yes, me.
You, okay. Would you like to share?
That's mine.
Would you like to share?
Oh,
Hello guys. My name is Fauzi. My tagline is Fauzi the fussy boy. Okay, so just to answer your question just now, is there anything that is different?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think the one that I think is different is this one. Good looking guy. And then it was wrote by a guy.
Okay.
Okay, so it's kind of weird.
what makes you feel that it is not you?
Because
you're not good either.
Very good looking guy.
Because me myself, I think I have a low confidence in terms of my looking because of I am quite short. Yeah, so that's the reason.
You're okay.
So you don't see yourself as a good looking
Yes,
guy?
but could be other people see me as a good looking guy.
Yeah. You are.
It's a compliment.
You are actually.
It's a compliment, I think. though.
Yeah. It's a compliment. Thank you very much.
Alright, thank you.
Okay, you see, what we see just now is that everyone has its brand. Everyone has its own brand. It's not only applies to a product or a service. We have a brand. And we have certain particular attributes that we set to our brand. Like shining star, okay, fussy. That is how you see yourself. But when people see you, they might see you differently. They might not see you as how you see yourself. So that's what makes the brand that we communicated being received differently by the audience. So I'm glad that most of you have received a feedback that really reflect yourself. But there are cases whereby a brand, when they communicate about the brand, the message that has been delivered to the audience is not being processed or translated into how you want them to see you. Alright? So that is why we have branding or Vanish. Okay? Having the right brand, having the right name is good, but it needs to be complemented by the right communication or the right strategy. Okay? Right, so you have your brand, and now let's have a look at the next that I would like to share with you. So this is about branding. We need to understand what branding is, okay, and how does branding play a role in you communicating or reaching the audience to respond to your product or your service. Okay, right. So I will just have a very brief explanation about the brand. So first of all, what is the role of branding? Why do we need to brand our product? Why do we need to put a name to our product? The first one, as mentioned just now, is to differentiate ourselves from the rest. Okay? Especially our competitors. The first thing that will make us different is that our brand, our name, our logo. Okay? The second reason is that it is important for the business growth. When people know you, they will come and look for you. If they don't know you, they will not search for you. How can they come and look for you? Because they don't even know you. Like just now, you just sit at your seat, right? You don't know anyone. But once you get an opportunity to know your friends here, then you will start mix around. So now you know your friends in this group, right? So that is the second purpose. And the next one is that the loyalty. You say you are your friends say you are a good looking guy. Okay? Imagine you don't have a brand. You don't have the attributes. And you have a girlfriend. Are you married?
Yes.
Your wife. Your wife loyal to you. Your wife loyal to you because of who you are. Okay, your partner loyal to you because of who you are. So do the customers. They are loyal to certain particular brand because of what the brand is about. Okay, so it helps us to keep the customer. Okay. Of course, you have an experience doing groceries, right?
Yes.
When you go for groceries, you will pick the product that you are familiar. What makes you familiar with the product? It's the brand. Okay, you can just go and pick the one that you prefer. Right? Okay. So, this is actually a pyramid of branding. So, when we want to talk about our brand, we need to first define ourselves. Like what you did just now. Who you are. Your tagline. Your name. You define yourself. And then you need to put a meaning to yourself. In terms of imagery, in terms of performance, what is the actual benefits that your product can give. And you need to also provide a response, the judgment, get a response from the market. How do they feel about you? How do they judge you? Because all of these things could help you to gain a relationship. Okay, so that is where loyalty comes. Right? Then we have another game. Right? I will share a brand, a logo, partial, impartial, and you guess what brand it is. Okay? Ready?
Yes.
Okay. Ready, set, go. First brand. Hermes. How do you know that it is Hermes?
Yes. So
The font. Huh? The font. Huh?
Paris.
Yeah, the Paris. How do you know it's Paris?
Because Hermes came from Paris.
Okay, so you know Hermes because of the font.
Yes.
Because of the font. Because of the color. Okay? Next.
Bodega
Veneta. So, some of you? Okay, who doesn't know Bodega Veneta?
Is it F&B?
No.
It's a
Okay. It's a luxury brand. Bodega Veneta. So, part of you don't even able to recall what it is. Why?
We're not used to it.
Not used to it.
We're not that different also. But yeah, this is for different.
Maybe it's just a word, like
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Usually you know can
you are not being exposed
Yes, yes.
to this brand, so you don't have any knowledge about this brand.
True.
That makes you unable
Yeah.
to recall the brand. Okay, ready for the next?
Yes.
Wow, yeah.
Okay, so how do you make exclusion Dior?
The C.
The C. Okay?
The C is very distinctive.
Yeah. So when we want to put a brand or the logo to our product, we need to make sure it is distinguished, different, okay, easily recognizable, right?
Gucci.
Gucci. We have all the 20 groups.
Maybe you?
Okay, Gucci. From the color, from the logo, shape.
Shade.
Yeah. Chanel.
Chanel or Chanel?
Chanel. We have French speaking. Chanel. Yeah, Chanel. So you recognize based on the
Symbol.
Why is that? The doesn't work.
why is that?
Yes,
Aston Martin. Yeah. Why do you say a man should know this?
Because we are car enthusiasts. We should know. At least.
Normally.
Okay, I'm so sorry.
Okay, normally. So it is how you associate the brand to certain particular demographic. Right? Like you said just now, oh, this is T20. This is men's.
Are you in
Yeah, okay, good to know that.
Aston Martin. Aston Martin. It's a different set of design.
Aston Martin.
Yeah, is it?
So we also associate the brand, right? We also associate the brand to certain particular demographics
Yeah.
or group of people. Alright? Okay, so next, before we go into this, we're so excited to be
We are even for the next local.
So before we get into this part, second part, I would like you to still be in group, okay, this group, okay. We have a board here and we have another board here, okay. List down any brand that you can recall within 60 seconds. Whatever brand. Whatever brand.
Just better the name.
Yes. Anything that you can recall. No. I'm afraid if I was to draw, I would not be able to finish one logo. Okay, so within 60 seconds, write down as many as possible. Okay, so you may take your place here, and here.
I'm going to focus.
Not yet. Okay.
Let's go.
Is there any extra pen?
You can use that one, but this is the marker.
Oh, yes,
This is the marker. Alright. So start from now, 60 seconds, as many brands as possible. Now.
I just stated the product I use in my
Okay. Whatever product, it's up to you.
service kan?
Anything.
Oh, service.
Anything. Yes. Stay where you are. Okay, how many brands you can get? How many brands? 10. 14. 12. 15. 11. 9.
Maybe it's not raining today.
It's not really shining today. So, what makes you able to write all these brands?
I use it daily.
You use daily.
When we have relationship, I have relationship. Maybe because I know I love the brand.
You love that brand. So these are the brands that you love. So you are familiar with it. Okay? But sometimes I saw you like struggle to like, what is So what does that happen?
I think because our group is looking for sector base.
Okay.
Looking for cars,
Yeah.
looking for IT. So that's why it's hard for us a bit to think through.
I see.
Because whatever thing we avoid duplication.
Yeah.
That's why we are going for sector base.
Okay.
We have
Okay. So
we strategize.
Yes.
then strategize.
We only focus by ourselves.
Yes, we are more like up to you lah.
But whatever it is, you have stated whatever brands that you can remember
Yes.
at that during that limited time, right? So these are all the things that you can remember. So it means here that this brand has been positioned into your mind. That's why you are able to recall all these things. Right? So, as a brand manager, you need to make sure this happens.
Yes.
We need to make sure that your customers has your brand in their
their
mind.
mind.
Yeah, so that when we go for a shopping spree, they want to make a decision on what brand to purchase, your brand should come out from their mind. So that they will pick your brand and go home happily.
Yeah.
You are happy, the customers are happy.
Yes.
Right? Okay, thank you very much. You may have a seat. This is a lot actually. Within 60 seconds. Quite a lot actually. Yeah. Very happy, very competitive. Okay, so I would like to share with you a little bit about an advanced stage of the branding. Okay. This is actually what we need to do when we want to strategize our brand. So we have here what we call as the brand elements. Okay? So when we create a brand, we may choose all or some of the elements stated here. You don't necessarily use all elements, but you can pick whichever you think relevant to your product or service. The first thing, you must be very familiar with the logo, right? Yeah, so you use the logo. And then the name, like what you wrote here, what is the name? What you saw earlier is the logo. Okay, so that is the brand. Okay, you may have the characters. The characters, what is the characters that you're familiar with?
The colonel.
Kata Santos. Disney.
Yes.
Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse.
The golden arches.
Golden arches. Yeah. It represents McDonald's. You don't have to read the words, you don't have to see the name, you just look at the
And symbol.
M symbol. And it has the character as well.
I'm the
Even by looking at the tagline, so we know. I'm loving it.
So, yeah, it is the tagline. We also have
I'm loving
the
it.
tagline, I'm loving it. Okay?
Even the
McDonald, we have Ronald McDonald.
Yes.
Yeah, we have Ronald McDonald. recall, right? The color of the brand. So when you want to strategize on your brand, these are the elements that you can consider to be embedded with your brand. You can have a slogan, you can have the packaging. These are all about brands.
Even the jingles.
Yeah, the jingles. Yes, correct.
When I was little girl,
Yeah.
I thought the name McDonald's real name is actually Underling. So when I eat McDonald's, say, Mom, let's go and buy Amni.
Amni.
You know?
So that is how the tagline. You keep the tagline, not the brand name.
Underling is actually McDonald's.
So that is how it gives an impact onto you, and whenever you feel like eating a burger, and then you will go to Amni.
Amni.
Okay. What else that has jingles that you're familiar with? The jingles. That is distinguished. What's that? Yeah. Oh my God.
The Watson song.
Yes, I'm wanting you.
And the Michelin one.
Sometimes it can become annoying as well. Whenever you eating, there's a dish.
Yeah, it shocked everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah. But sometimes when we communicate the brand and we get people to feel annoyed
Yes.
with the brand, it was like repeating in your mind.
Yes.
It's repeating in your mind. So that's why if you look at these brands, when they want to make sure that people remember them, they keep on repeating their communication. Okay? Now for example, when you listen to the radio, you cannot see the visual. So how do they communicate the brand?
I use to me lah.
Yeah, the lagu and the repetition.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Like my chicken rice shop. Chicken rice shop. The chicken rice. Yeah. So it was like the sentence. They complicate the sentence, kan? They complicate the sentence and then my chicken rice shop. The chicken rice shop. And then they talk about something, they repeat again. Chicken rice shop, right? So, well, sometimes it annoys, but it works.
Yes.
Yeah, yes.
This way to instinct the brand inside.
Yeah.
Correct. Because you don't have to see the visuals, right? You just listen.
For this
Listen to it.
one, it will be more towards visualize. The one will be oriented.
Yes. So the best way to communicate is that we have a combination of this.
Yeah.
Because we have auditory, we have visual.
Yes.
So we have a combination of it. It will be much more effective for us to let them know about our brand. Okay? So we talk about the brands. How do you able to recall? It actually come from the awareness. Yeah. Awareness, you recognize it and you are able to recall. If you are not being exposed like this now, bodega. You're not being exposed. You don't recognize the brand because you don't have a knowledge about it. So you will not be able to recall. And then we talk about the brand image. Like what we did during the brainstorming, ice breaking. You try to expose your brand image. This is what I see myself. This is how others see myself. So, you may identify the attributes that you want your target market to know, to understand you, and you can also use the benefits of your brand. The benefits can be like imagery, can be the feelings, you know, your reputation. Like for example, Apple. How do you see Apple product? How do you see iPhone? How do you see this brand?
Expensive.
Expensive.
Long-term investment.
Long-term investment. You think that is an investment? It has value.
Yes.
It has financial value. It has maybe for some it's
Lifestyle.
it's a lifestyle. It's a prestige. It's a
Image.
yeah, it's a match. Okay, so that is the attributes that Apple communicate for its range. Right? So you need to identify what are the image that you want to portray. I'm glad to see just now that you have portrayed the right image, because how you see yourself is more or less similar to how your friends see you. Okay? So, when you can recognize the brand, when the customer can recognize the brand, they will recall your brand and it will help the decision making. What is our objective of selling the product? We want them to purchase. And we want them to purchase again and again and again. Repetition, loyalty, relationship, right? So, how can you get into this relationship? Is by having a brand that can be recognized and recalled. Right? Okay. What do you think makes a strong brand from the activities that you did just now? What makes this brand a strong brand? You can pick the brand that you're familiar with. Take some time to think of why do you like this brand? Get it? Okay. What brand do you pick?
Saya pick Shopee
Shopee. Okay, kenapa Shopee?
because they have rewards. They reward their customer, like they give coins. Then the price is always cheaper. I find.
Okay. Okay, so you see Shopee, what makes it strong is that it gives you benefits in terms of financial benefits that is rewarding you.
Then they eat lah. They hantar barang tu direct ke saya.
Door to door.
Convenient. Convenient. So that is what makes the brand strong. That is what makes you to like Shopee so much. So you like the sound of Shopee. Shopee. Bisa je. You turn off the notification. Okay. Anyone else?
McDonald's for my perspective.
Okay. Why? Why is it?
First one, because McDonald's engaged with the CSR. So as we know, they have a huge essential team, and then they give also the work experience. So I think they want engagement to society.
Okay.
And then they are more attractive to kids because they are planned to give some happy meals. Happy meals.
Yeah. So you are more emotional.
Yes.
You have like emotional bonding with McDonald's because the value that McDonald's give in terms of contributing to the society. Okay, good. Anyone else would like to share?
I'm looking for Nissan
Okay.
because
My favorite car would be Skyline GTR R35.
The ghost scene lah.
That's what I know.
Because based on three main factors: style, image, and style. So, and it is portrayed in all movies in related to cars, in for speed and whatnot.
So you've been inspired by the lifestyle.
Even I have a small R35 at my home inside the car. One day my wish.
Awesome. So that's your dream car.
Yeah.
Nice car.
Because I don't know cars.
Oh, okay. You don't know cars, so you're googling it to
Yes.
see. Good.
What you're googling?
Yeah.
Okay. Googling.
Because
Skyline R35.
my dream car is actually an Iris. I'm a very simple woman. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know cars.
Okay. Why Iris?
Because it's very compact but spacious at the same time.
Okay.
So the outside part is compact but the inside is spacious.
Okay. So you look for the functions.
Yes.
Functions. So if you refer to the pyramid just now, you are more performance type of customer. So you look at the benefits
Yes.
in terms of functionality that the product can offer. Okay. Okay. So you see, we have heterogeneities.
Yes. Yes.
The markets are different.
Okay.
So how can we cater to all these differences? We need to understand that. Right?
Research. Okay.
Correct. Correct. Yes. Target market is important. Yes, categorize segment. Yeah, segment our market. Develop a target market, of which you can focus into specific market. Because when we segmentize the target market, it means that we will be able to launch, to communicate about our brand to a group of people that will respond similarly to our product. Okay? So that is why it is important. Right? Okay. So when you communicate your brand, because you want them to understand the way you want them to understand. These are the variables or the attributes that you need to consider when you want to strategize your brand communication. Because it has this integrated marketing communication. Okay, we want to communicate about our brand. What we need to do is that we need to make sure the coverage of our communication is sufficient. We cover all the target market. And then we need to make sure that the communication contributes back to us. It means that when we communicate about our brand, we will get a return. Contributions in terms of response. Right? So that is the contribution. How does the communication contribute to the brand? Commonality. When you talk about your brand, when you communicate about your brand, of course you will use different medium, right? So at different medium, you need to deliver the same message. Same message doesn't mean to use the same words, doesn't mean to use the same, structure of the sentences, but the actual message that you want to deliver. Like if you want to say your product is lifestyle, sporty, for example, then all your communication needs to reflect that sportiness of the brand. Regardless whatever medium that you use. Being in social media, being in magazines, or you want to do event sponsorship, it must represent that sportiness. Okay? Complimentary. What do you think complimentary means? Any guess? Fulfill? Fulfill the needs.
I think what you project was equal to what the brand actually is. What the
Okay.
product actually is.
Okay. Okay. Part of it, yes. Okay. But when we talk about complementary, we are actually, it is about using different tools, different medium. Okay, different medium, and each medium that we use, each tools that we use should complement each other. Okay, for example, you use social media. It has certain particular market group.
Okay.
And you have other groups that is within your segment, they are also your target market, but they don't use social media. Alright? So you use probably magazines. Okay. So you use multiple tools to communicate about your brand, but each should complement.
And you should convey the same message.
Yes, it should convey the same message. Yes, correct. Conformability, it should, like Zafira mentioned just now, it should reflect what you want. And of course, in terms of cost, we cannot run away from the cost, because at the end of the day, we need to calculate the ROI, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so whatever cost that we spend, we need to make sure we get back to customers. Okay? Moment of truth. Okay, so we will have the second activity, that is your brand canvas. Okay, so I will brief you a bit about the brand canvas. Okay, so we have salience, performance, imagery, judgment, conversation, brand feelings, competitor strategy, and resonance. Anything that you seems to be familiar to you? Brand imagery, competitors, salience. So this is about the pyramid just now, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is about the pyramid. So when you want to develop a strategy, you need to analyze your brand. Okay? Analyze the brand according to its salience, performance, imagery, judgment, and the feelings. Right? And then we also have conversation. That is, how do you currently communicate with your target market? Okay, how do you communicate your brand currently? And then you have competitors. Who are the competitors? What do they do? Okay, and from the analysis, try to develop a strategy for your brand. Okay, the resonance at the bottom is what you want to achieve. What relationship you want to achieve? Is it, for example, you want to achieve recall, you want to achieve brand engagement, or you want to get loyalty. So it's like an objective. It's like your objective. Okay? So, you have any question about this campus? Yeah.
When it comes to strategy, how do you come up with the strategy?
It's strategy on how you can reach the resonance that you choose.
Oh, okay.
Like for example, your resonance, you want customer engagement. You want the customer to engage with your brand. So, based on salience, what you are, the performance or whatsoever, what can you do to make sure the market or the customer will engage with your brand?
It's like an action plan.
Yes, correct. Okay? Okay,
So that means we should start with the resonance first.
Can we just start from this?
Yes, because that is the objective, right? Yeah, it will become your objective, what you want to achieve.
One more thing about the competitors.
Yeah.
The competitors that basically that we need to choose is the apple competitors or
Yes, the closest competitor. become the major threat to your brand. So it's like if your customers, if they don't pick you, they will pick them. Yeah, the closest competitor.
My question will be related to this particular brand. Do we need to start from bottom up style or top down notch? Because which way is the best method to come up with this?
Okay.
Because
Yeah. When we develop a strategy, okay, before we can even set what others see us, we need to first define ourselves. That is the bottom pyramid. What we are. The salience. We need to understand ourselves first. Okay? We need to understand ourselves. Then only we make others to understand us. And we need to make sure we need to make sure that they understand us the way we want them to understand. Okay? Okay.
Because at the end of the day, we will be connected to each other.
Yes, correct. Correct. It will complement. You need all this to come up with a good strategy. Okay? Alright, so before we start, I would like you to choose a teammates. We just pick into 2 teams. Yeah. So, you can choose your teammates. Anyone, not necessarily sit next to you. Two teams. You're free to choose your team.
Do you want to be our team?
Yeah, I think we need to make changes.
Okay, fine. No worries. Okay, bye.
Sorry, not sorry.
It's okay.
Nobody because we have a shine bright like a diamond.
Yeah, that's right.
And then we have so much.
Although the shine is not so shiny now.
Yeah, the possible.
Okay. Right? Settle?
Yes.
Now, I want you to pick just one brand.
One brand.
Pick just one brand. Make sure you don't pick the same brand. Different brand. So pick one brand and you do analysis of that particular brand you choose based on this canvas. Okay? A back of the group can pick the canvas here. Okay. You can have this sticky notes if you want to use it, but you can also write on the canvas. Right? So take your time, discuss, and do the analysis of your brand and come out with the strategy. Okay. Make sure you pick different brands.
So you can be whatever.
Whatever brand.
Okay.
So what brand?
How about we make it interesting? We give you one, then
This one.
Good idea.
it's a game kind of style. Okay. It's an industry.
What boring brand is? Boring brand.
All fresh.
Oh, Pankaj should be okay.
So, yeah, we give it.
Oh, they will give us stuff.
Maksudnya I change.
It's supposed to be farm not fresh.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
What is it?
What?
Okay, where are you walking?
Okay, they know the video.
Oh, they know.
They know, they know change.
Photo should be okay, right?
It's okay, eh?
Okay.
Boleh.
Okay. Okay, Nathan?
So, you have got your brand?
Yes.
What is the brand of your group?
As requested by them, we're going for Produa.
Produa, a car brand. Your group? Farm Fresh. Okay, so enjoy.
Boleh buka tak?
No. Yeah.
Yeah, because the aircon is there. Yourself convenient. Just
Yeah.
make yourself
Oh,
convenient.
okay.
The aircon is there. I have cold allergies.
Baiklah.
Make yourself convenient.
Can I write?
Good.
Ada tempat tu?
Okay.
Okay,
TTT.
so what is our brand?
Straightforward.
Itu maksudnya
Malaysian from
sendiri tu kau easily offer the brand langsung mat. Very unique. So fresh.
Ada gambar.
Ada.
Thank you.
You want to refer to the description?
So they wanted freshness.
Not fresh, not fresh.
The form not fair.
Malaysian, local. Goodness.
I think one and we want to
Malaysians. They both grow. Okay.
Brand performance. Is no
Performance maksudnya how well the brand meets customer.
high quality and
Performance only.
I think my freshness is still the real performance.
Kopi pun juga sikit ni.
Macam lagi tahu everything.
Fresh. It's not fresh to emotion. The first one is the freshness. The second one is the product line.
Imas is above 100k. Imas tapi minimum 100k.
Yes.
So first freshness. Because
most of the customers using farm fresh because they are already fresh made.
Sales, spare parts, instead of service and
Still already more product lines.
showroom sales, spare part, service macam biasa.
Represent
So macam okay, tanya orang macam fresh, orang macam yang Malaysia itu bagi kita yang
So as long as dia ada, dia akan reflect. Dia
beli revision fresh.
aku lebih next. To the small, we always try to okay, possible.
Something that is national, right? You have to really share.
Pada tempat situ, kat sini, cyclist. I think that those things people result juga. Sebab dia tak ada jadi SK.
So ada tak? Ada dekat mana national? So sini betul tak? So boleh ada ke orang yang pergi conference tu? So dia pun nak join sesa. Dia macam dia pergi itu kan bukan
yes.
So that falls under
My school program.
dia buat dia so orang mungkin lah mesti kita bergerak
Yeah. For one to meet.
Kayaknya from something yang
It's a must.
So kita
quality, credibility, security.
Is it fast?
Price is the one. This is quality.
High quality.
Credibility, quality. Iya.
Yes.
Kalau
Mesti ada buka. Dia memang aku memang cepat dia pun dah. Memastikan cara
Oh, this is limitation. Yes. So in terms of
two instruments. How you okay? Conversation boleh cakap pakai buka selalu nampak ni
collaboration with arts.
ini tak tiga, tak tiga pun dapat. Market share.
oh tahun depan tahun depan dia bersikup sampai itu kan dulu diploma banyak produk sesuai produk itu mungkin satu susu je
Dan dia nak buat kita kaya sikit. Jadi sponsor dia tu
cukup yang dia
Terima susu.
Boleh.
Love this susu. Susu
Jadi,
Oh, good. Perhaps we take like 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Okay. Okay, another 10 minutes to come up with a strategy.
Sekarang kita tanya kepada
Everything about shield is what they kind of
bulan sampai. Tapi Jim tak ada kena
No, that's accreditation.
saya sendiri start jual
freshly made ni.
Oh, okay. What is the hardest part of developing your brand strategy? Huh? What is the hardest part? To find your resonance. The imagery is quite hard for us.
Imagery. So you don't know how to reflect your brand through imagery. Do you have a problem with imagery?
No. Ours would be more towards salience.
Salience. So it's hard for you to determine what you are. Okay? Right. So let's hear to each other.
Yes.
What you can share with your friends. Choose the language that you comfortable.
Okay.
But not the French.
Eksi buku.
I want to know.
Eksi buku
Hola.
Apa Espanyol?
The form of French.
The fresh.
Where do
The
you
fresh guys.
Okay.
Okay, you can read it out.
Can you see it?
Okay.
Okay, so the brand that was given to us is Farm Fresh. So this is the brand canvas that we came up with. So for the first part, who are we? So as we all know, Farm Fresh is our Malaysian homegrown fresh milk. Okay, Farm Fresh only produce fresh milk. We don't produce full cream milk. We don't do that. We only produce fresh milk. Yes, so that is who we are as a brand. Okay, now, what about the value proposition or the performance? So the thing that we want to emphasize for our brand is the freshness. So that's why if we look at our brand, we keep on repeating the same word, which is freshness. Yeah. Because this is what we are, or the performance that we try to deliver for our consumer. Okay. So number one is the freshness of the milk. Number two is the varietiness of our product line. Do you know now Farm Fresh have their own jams?
Oh, I
Do you know? You don't know. See, now you know.
I'm not aware of it.
Yes. So
But it's so hard to even get the butter.
Yes.
Yeah, because
They
we
say-
are
they
so
say
good.
it's true,
Ah,
that's
so good to the point that
We need to compete.
yes.
You are really shining like a bright.
Yes. You have to battle. You have to battle for water. Okay. So the number 2 is the variety of our product line. Number 3 is they are freshly made in Malaysia because our main farms are in Malaysia. Okay, so we don't have to wait for the process of milk and all. It's all local. Okay. And they don't.
Report.
Yeah, the cows don't even have to travel through fly, you know, cargo. They don't have to. They just they just stay at their home, their comfort at home.
And produce milk.
Correct. And do you know our farm has air cons?
Oh wow. So if you would makan anggur, the farm fresh cow, make lah.
Correct. They are very comfortable in the farm. That's why the milk are all fresh.
Okay.
Now the imagery, so like what I mentioned just now, so the thing or the adjective that we're trying to deliver is freshness. So that's why the imagery or the value proposition that we're trying to show to our consumer is the freshness itself. Okay? Because like what I mentioned just now, they are freshly made in Malaysia and we really focus on the freshness of the product itself. Okay? And then the feeling that the brand trying to expose or execute or portray is actually a necessity. That's why the brand come up with variety of product line because we're trying to make it a necessity in our
We
home.
try to make the brand itself as a necessity, not
Yes.
apa kita cakap?
Not a want.
Not only in terms of the milk itself, but also other products.
Correct.
As long as the people have our product from Farm Fresh there, either milk or anything else, that should be okay.
Correct. Okay. And then they are fun and give us excitement in a way. Okay. And then for the judgment part, because we are in Malaysia and our
Culture.
not just culture, like our religion is Islam, like Muslim. It's a Muslim country, basically, right? So the judgment that we carry is actually halal guaranteed. So they halal, and even the face of the brand is a Malay guy. We just show you that it's a very halal. So there's no there's no skepticals. We are halal.
And even the ambassador also are Muslims.
Correct. Okay. And they are high quality. That's why Farm Fresh, if you don't know, they have limited shelf life, which means they are easily expired. But because they are very good, it's a good brand to the point that if you bought or if you buy any expired milk, you just call their customer service line. They will send you a new milk. Correct. No question asked. Just take pictures and all, just do all the process, and then they will deliver to you the new milk. Okay. And then yes. Yes, you should. I tried once. Because I had that incident once. Yeah, no. So next time I think it's probably due to the handling. Yeah. Yes, we don't know what's inside there. Yeah, I don't think it's from the factory, but it's because it's fresh, then it might be a bit delicate to handle.
But I think that this issue, I think is an isolated issue because of until now we haven't heard anything that
Just one,
big.
very
Yeah.
And I just want to talk at one of the judgment when the article say regarding about the freshness, right? Alright, so Farm Fresh was when I was communicating with Farm Fresh before this. So they say if our company sent to the store, alright, and then the store say we're giving only 3 or 4 days only. After that, our Farm Fresh will take it all the day, and then we will replace it because they wanted to maintain the freshness. That's why every single 4 days they change it to new one. Although that day they say, it was not finished or not, expired or not, but after 3 or 4 days, I bring back all of my product line.
Yes.
So that's it for me.
How can you say about it in terms of brand? What it could give to the brand?
Trust.
Trust, yes.
Reliability.
Yeah, very easy. Very nice.
For me, and then I said, wow, so until the time they are very caring about their product, so customer engagement with us. So they say this one of the thing that we need to be proud of it because they are very care about the product. So and for us, the safety when you drink. So that's why.
So,
Because milk, there's a lot of risk that salmonella.
Yeah.
So it's very, very dangerous. You don't want to get salmonella. So that's it. Okay, and the next one is competition. So how the brand currently communicate with, how the brand currently communicate with the consumer. Number one is, of course, as we all know, they are the main sponsor for Gegar Berlanza from 2022 until last year, 2024. So this year we don't look at.
Still planning.
Hopefully.
They still cleaning the place.
Okay.
So we hope.
Number two is their ambassador. So the ambassador, if you can see here, they come from two different varieties. So number one is Datuk Seri. Number two is Mekamato. Mekamato is actually the cartoon character. Yeah.
Yes. The
So
animation.
basically, here we are trying to say that the way they converse or they try the way they communicate is they try to engage all categories. Yeah, all age group. That's why they engage two ambassadors. One is Datuk Seri, another is Mekamato.
And also their face themselves, I mean, the Azmi Zainal.
I was so yes. Okay, and then number three is of course
they're doing CSR.
yeah, so they are very well known for their CSR. And then number four is contest.
But number four contest. So I think this is early this year where Farm Fresh was introduced. Let's say that they say kita tukar nama. So basically they have the product.
Chocoma.
Yes. And then for the Chocoma, and then they wanted to change the new name. So it doesn't make the top management priority first, but it takes all the consumer give the best name. So actually it's give ideas for us to name the to agree with that.
They give chance for the community and the user to take part, yeah. Contribute to the
They give
brands,
quite
yeah.
also 100,000.
Yeah, 100,000 again. 100,000.
So do you think this contest help Farm Fresh to like engage?
Yes.
Like
Of course.
I think that's the easy way to get people embedded with them as well.
It's actually
I think it's a wonderful relationship.
I think it's outside the box. Never imagine. That can do something.
okay, so yang main competitors in Malaysia are Dutch TV, Haribo, Putih, Victoria.
Oh yeah.
What's that?
Agree with you. Agree.
I think a lot of people don't like Victoria, so this is the last one.
So it's prioritized.
They are all locally made, eh?
No.
I think all the communities are.
Because Malaysia is the first thing, I said commission.
That what makes the competitors not fresh.
Correct.
But it's not making relationship.
The cows are not here. So to talk about strategy, I think the best way is to first start with the resonance. So our resonance, our objective is to make Farm Fresh a necessity to each household. Okay, so the strategies are to come up with more and more product range. So now that we have jam, right? So next move should be come with sheets, cooking creams. You know, more and more choices. Okay. So in a way, it's product innovation. Okay. So number two is to do regional farm expansion.
Yes. Because currently they farm only in Malaysia. So in Asian countries like Singapore, Indonesia still have. So maybe they can go global.
But because our residence is to make this product as a necessity in every household, right? So of course we need more production
Yes,
of milk.
really.
So that's why we need the expansion, not only regional based, but also the last one.
Is to increase rural distribution. So I don't know if you guys notice or you know, but I think it's very, very hard for you to find farm fresh milk in, let's say, Kampung or Asli. Maybe they have, but very, very limited quantity. So that's why we think in order for farm fresh to be a brand necessity, they need to increase their distribution everywhere. Rural area. Yeah. So any question?
Thank you.
What do you think about the expansion strategy? Like, Farm Fresh suggested that they should go for product extension, more range.
Yes.
Okay. Do you think they should remain within this dairy industry, or what if one day Farm Fresh decided to produce another category, not dairy, and use the same brand? Do you think it can be accepted by the market?
I think no, because they use the word farm fresh. So I would say everything related to farm
And fresh
will be fresh will be their identity already.
Correct.
So everything related to F&B will be the most prominent for them because they are farm and fresh.
Maybe they went into agriculture.
Yes, okay.
Okay, lepas ni after this maybe they can sell the daging.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
already-
farm fresh is 2.0.
Yeah, we're trying to start a come up with some also.
Still
So
the farm.
it's still livestock.
Yeah.
Correct. Still within livestock.
So we need the name already.
Correct.
We need the scope.
So it means that you need to have some consistency.
Correct.
Yeah, using the same brand name, and then the product category also needs some consistency. Right?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Jepun tak boleh buat dulu kan?
Yeah. What do you think? What do you
Farm
think?
fresh, yeah.
What do you
You
think?
can communicate with the cow
And
actually.
your husband is the sabu.
Yeah.
So why do you think it is quite impossible, or it does not really suit?
I think that.
Why not make food?
Brand association.
Yeah, the association
association.
freshness is too strong. So that when you do something.
Maybe I can add a bit in terms of the salience that we are talking
Okay.
on this one. So I believe the technology industry is not portraying the salience of the yeah.
Okay, good.
I think if farm fresh is going for merchandising, they should go for cow, tabung, but as long as portraying the cow, the farm, the
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's related. It doesn't do that.
Yes, kind of complementary
Ah,
product
yeah.
lah. But
So
not the
it
main
doesn't
product.
divert so far away.
Okay. All right. You have the second one? So this is about
Rodua.
Rodua. Okay.
The brand that we have been given is Rodua, and I'll jump right into it. So when it comes to salience, when you think of your first car, I want to buy my first car. What car will keep your mind?
Cik.
Yeah. Yeah. And then all of this, I was still with circularity because they are produced by Rodua. So that is the salience that is by Rodua. So my first car, and then in terms of their value propositions, how Rodua actually portray themselves is that they are affordable, they are reliable, and they are fuel efficient, and they are a quality product, but even at a cheap price, and they are the national pride. This is what they are trying to portray, and they are also diesel friendly. So that is the image, the brand that they're trying to give out to the public. And when we think about, I want to jump a little bit further, but when we look into the branding that they're trying to portray, and also what people think about Rodua, it might be similar, but you notice that the national pride is not there. Because when we think about national car, we always think about Rodua. We don't think about Rodua. So that is one of the gaps
king.
The king.
The king of the road.
Yeah, so that is the imagery when we think about the brand lah. And what do we feel about the brand itself is that, like Nadia told me, she feels mind-free because
I don't have to spend much on my car. First of all, because of the monthly commitment, the petrol, the maintenance, that's very cheap out for me. Yeah, so this is I come up with when my trip, when my mind is free, then I will come and I can go to Zurina. Yeah, I must go cheap.
this is the
When it comes to feelings of Kodor, that will be my memories lah, because my girlfriend back then, which is my wife now. I need to define these words. Carefully. Okay, so we are using Kodor kancil back then. Right? We used to date using kancil, go everywhere, driving from Johor to KL, and so on and so forth. And after we got married, even with 3 kids now, we are still using Kodor, and we have 3 different cars under the brand of Kodor also. I'm using my wife is using Kodor Asia, and our family car untuk balik kampung will be Kodor Arus.
Brand loyalty.
So I'm a brand loyalist to Kodor. That's why it is a memorable car to us. Yes.
even when we think about culture, you know, it's like, oh, you know, you have that oh feeling. So that's what we do. Yeah. Like, oh.
It's memory inside.
Okay.
Oh, actually, reminding you to the of the nostalgia.
Yeah, all the
Yes.
nostalgia. It's
All
not
the
the cut
loving
off.
moments and so on.
I think sebab Malaysia tu nostalgia maybe because we took our license using that car. First car, first car.
Yeah, actually that is our first car.
Yeah.
And then, so for the conversation within Berdua is,
I think Kodor keep telling everyone that they are having 5S in the place. So they have showroom, sales, spare parts, servicing, and sustainability in place. Wherever you go, they will be having so many showrooms, which definitely will be having 5S in the place. There will be no more 3S now. So next, they will always portray that they are safety enhanced and acknowledged by NCAP, ASEAN NCAP, and they are having 3-star rating. Even Kodor back then only get 1. So they keep portraying that they are safe, and it's true. If you langgar the key, the car will be damaged more than the key itself. That is proven, and that's why
you try?
I feel like because I kena once.
So don't mess with the king.
Yes, don't mess with the key. I kena once, and even that's why there was a connotation about Proton cars. We keep calling them Tin Milo, Tractor Tin Milo, right? And the connotation keep going on until now. So, but not for Kodor. And that's why maybe they call it King. Next.
And then, okay, so it's pretty obvious that our competitor, direct competitor would be Proton.
Yeah.
Because they are local. And then when we are comparing price-wise, the price is also quite competitive. So for example, when we compare the recent EV car from Kodor, which is Emo, and also Proton's
Imas.
the price gap is around 20k, where Proton is higher than 20k, it's 100k for
Imas.
So which shows that, you know, why is there such a big gap when they are actually the same national car that they try to portray. So before we got into the strategy, we have to talk about the resonance, which is we want Berdua to be known and perceived as the national car, equal or even better than
Kodor. Yes.
because even after so many years of in the market, we still think that Proton is first.
The first national car.
Yes.
Even after 40 years of Protons and after 30 years of Kodor, we still thinking that Proton is the national car. Whereas in terms of market share, in terms of volume of cars sold, Proton is much more bigger than that. Product is much more bigger than Proton.
So how do we want to achieve this? Is first, so they have came up with the EV car, which is at par with their competitor, and then they are also planning out an expansion, which is
In Tanjung Balim, which will be manufacturing EV car purposely. And the capacity now will be increasing from 320,000 capacity car per year to 380,000 car per year, including EVs in Tanjung Balim soon.
Overall lah.
Overall. Compared to Proton, maximum only 350k per year.
And as a public relations girly, I would suggest them to do a rebranding in terms of their commercials, because how they portray the conversation within product is very, very technical. And as we all know, Malaysians, we touch the heart is the best way to go. So they need to do something that is more emotional and relate to the nationalism of the users. And they also need a brand ambassador. So although Proton doesn't really have a brand ambassador, the people tend to associate the brand with Tun An, who is a huge nationalist. So that's why the car up until today is still considered as a national car. So maybe we are looking for someone that is equal to Tun An, which is Siti Nurhaliza. Even though she is the ambassador for France.
We can assign her for
collaboration. She drives while she drink milk.
And I believe so far she's not class ambassador.
So it will be something different.
So she can drive while drinking the farm rice.
Yeah. Or she will drive at
It's a
the
good
farm
promotion.
fresh in the farm.
Okay.
Joint campaign.
So like I mentioned before, it's the emotional approach to cater to the local responsiveness. So that is the strategy.
Okay, good. Thank you. Why do you think most of the car users purchase Perodua? What makes Perodua the top sales?
For
Low maintenance.
That is first thing.
Fuel is very efficient. So it's financial value.
Yes.
Financial value. So based on what you know about Perodua, do they project that value when they communicate with the market?
Yes.
The financial value. Okay,
Because
great.
it delivers that it is affordable, especially for people in group. Second, it will be stylish. And third, it will be family-oriented cars. So, yeah. What do you think?
When you mentioned about associating this brand with B14, do you think it will affect the like T20 market? You know, how about the acceptance among the T20, for example? Like, because you mentioned just now that you want to get that Zurina CTT to be the ambassador. So, can it reflect or can it converge between the brand and this group of society? Do you think it will converge?
Maybe Perodua can produce high-end cars like Proton, they have S90. So that is I see the S90 as a T20 car, although it's Proton.
Diversification.
Yes.
Okay, but maybe the use of that Zurina
Yeah, will
herself.
consolidate everyone.
Yeah, maybe. Right? Okay? Great.
I have one question.
Yes.
With regards to when you might be as a key on the road, right? So this can be the one thing that can give a positive impact to the brand, and could be also negative impact to the brand,
Okay.
right? So how can we say about this kind of so-called some kind of negative connotation, but then it gives impact to the sales to the brand itself to be, more macam dikenal kalangan.
All publicity.
Publicity,
Right, publicity is the
it looks bad.
Is it good for branding?
Is it good for branding?
Okay, so what do you think? Is it good for branding to do the bad publicity? Is it good?
I think it depends on your target.
Yeah, I think it's really go back to the level.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
So like for example,
Yeah.
the series the example is about Zurina. Yeah. So the marketing is always very silly and very stupid. But however, they may always manage to catch their audience reaction. Yeah. Regardless of how the marketing, walaupun the marketing tu always like gaduh orang sana, it's always the same thing. Yeah, people can already read that this is marketing.
And it is even not his actual character. He just buat saja kan. So coming back to this, I think yes, that publicity is a publicity. As long as orang input this as their own branding
It's official.
negatively, then I think it's fine.
Yes, as long as brand awareness can reach all the people.
Yeah.
So you can make your brand known, even though it is negative.
The reason why I'm asking this is because Cordua is we consider that as one of our Malaysian punya so kalau ada something like negative punya perception or so dia macam not good to the country also, right? Even kita try to export and
So maybe in the long run, the brand need to control the feed, not to portray so much on the negative aspect. Because in the short run, yes, it would help us to recall, but in the long run, maybe we need to relook into that. That is why we as a brand, we need to do some recovery to control the image. Okay? All right. So,
Should Cordua react to it?
sorry?
Should Cordua react to negative connotation of my meeting? Or just
maybe do something.
Do you think they should react or not?
So I think they should just
Why?
because if you
Maybe it's really
then you are acknowledging the negativity.
and you make it official and we are living so good.
One of the, I think, interesting part, for the 2004, Cordua doesn't ever launch any new company. But he maintained 42% of market shares in Malaysia. Despite of Robot, for Honda, others are launching a new product, right? But Cordua just I just see
Produce the same one.
and then it remained 42%. And now, for 2005, I think around February, 47% already. So maybe after this, more than 50%. It's not launching every single car, but just like produce a prototype. Just like that, because that's
also.
Yes. But don't you think though that negative news is actually telling about something positive about the brand? Like for example, fast. You don't accident often, right? So because you are so fast. Right.
They are not the one who label the car as cheap. These are the users. So we are the one yang rebrand the car as cheap.
And very durable.
Very durable. Even you hit luxury car, the luxury car way.
Mine is okay. Steady.
I think that brand has become a national identity for all of
But it suits the target market, right? Because you say focus on the first car, younger generation. So younger generation, they love fast car, right? So it suits like the king.
So it's okay.
And the answer is so cute actually, kan?
Fast car, keep on the road, and affordable for people youngsters. So it's okay.
more than enough for me. More than enough.
So you think it's a good compliment? Okay, great. Okay. A great sharing. Okay. We have gone through this pitching, so I would like to share with you.
And you guys are just cheats. Yet consumers go out of their way to select these specific brands over others.
An economist would say, how is this
since, Pro 2, same case with Pro 2. You let the free promo go on and on and on and on. And it's what makes the brand remember. Right? Okay, so with that, I would like to conclude our session for today. Thank you very much. It's a very engaging,
Yes.
very interesting,
Of course.
a lot of input, a lot of sharing. So, yeah, very fun actually. We should do this often. Okay, thank you very much for your cooperation. Good night. Apa dia? Kenapa apa?
Kenapa satu brand ni bukan jadi satu ni?
Satu apa? Tak tahulah kenapa.
Nampak tak kita orang enjoy kita sebab kita
So,
online.
dia macam brand tu macam
Apa tu bagi